Hey, what's up YouTube? So today is September 2nd and today we're gonna do a garden tour. Not too much has changed since the last garden tour, but I want to do it anyway just to see the progress of what did change, I guess. But yeah, let's get into the video. Oops. Let's get to the video right now. Okay, so here's supposed to be my mini orchard area, but it's not going too well. This one's, well, these trees are still doing pretty well. The tree of heaven, I think I'm pretty sure it's called, is growing taller than my apple tree. So when this fall comes, I'll cut it back and use it as mulch. But there was a tree right here, a pear tree. I moved it to a container so hopefully it can grow better because when I dug it out, it had zero to no roots. So hopefully it'll do better in containers and then we could transplant it back to the ground again if I really want to. Here's some sorghum that's going to seed right now, so that's pretty cool. I'll probably harvest those. Over here is the raised beds. This is the very first raised bed that I built, and right now it's growing a really tall sorghum. It's pretty cool to see. It's going to seed also, so I'll probably harvest those. I'll harvest those seeds also. I think it'll be really nice. I still have seeds saved from last year. So yeah, if you remember, this was supposed to be a bean raised bed, but that didn't go as well as I would hoped. I didn't put in sorghum this year either, so it was probably a sorghum from last year. Either it didn't germinate, or if birds or something, or maybe it fell off from the plant, uh, fell into the soil and now it's regrowing. I don't know. Either way, this is the second raised bed. This is supposed to be my pepper raised bed, where I grew a bunch of different peppers. But as you can see over there, zoom in closer. I'll walk there soon enough. But that's supposed to be my habanero peppers, and this was supposed to be my jalapeno or serrano peppers. But after I thought I failed, I planted a watermelon to see if it'll do better. And right now, it's taking over everywhere. So hopefully, before frost or winter hits, we'll get some peppers in here or watermelons from here. I think it'd be really cool to see, and I'll do a harvest video and tasting of that when it comes to be. Over here was supposed to be my corn and bean raised bed, but because I missed one day of watering, the corn died back dramatically. So I decided to scrap it. And I think I tried to put a cover crop in here, and only this sorghum is grown, and the rest is just weed. So that's unfortunate. I want to show you, well, I'm getting through here, but I wanted to show you guys my pomegranate tree that I've been growing in my backyard for the past 3 years now. So this year will be the first year that I get a harvest from these, so that's be really awesome. You can see this one is cracked, so this one is ready to harvest. They're getting nice and big, or some of them, or two of them are, but I'm gonna do a separate video on this. I'm gonna show you me tasting it, and then what I plan to do next on this raised bed. But other than that, I have three other raised beds I can show you. But first, let me give you an update on something else if I haven't updated it already yet, because I can't remember. All right, guys. So you might notice that a bunch of containers over here are missing. That's because I planted more peppers. Well, I transplanted more peppers, and only two of them, or two of these died. So out of the ones I had, uh, only two died. So I'm really proud of that. Over here was a 4x4 raised beds. This was still growing tomatillo, so I didn't do too much over there. Well, I did, but I'll show you in a second. I basically removed all the soil from here to use it on another raised bed, which I'll show you in a second. If I haven't showed you guys already, but just in case you need a refresher. But yeah, over here is tomatillos. I try to grow pumpkin in here also because I didn't have anywhere else to put it at the time. And this one seems like it's going diseased, so we'll see if I get a harvest out of these or not. I don't know. But yeah, these are purple tomatillos. Well, I guess these are ready to harvest, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, over here is the 15-gallon grassroots flower pots. And like I said, from over here, I did transplant a couple of different peppers. So I don't know how well you can see that, but they're really small right now. So hopefully they'll get as tall as this one. I don't remember what this is. Anyway, uh, if you remember, I tried planting a habanero, not a habanero, pepperoni plant in this one, but I didn't do too well. So I literally when I was transplanting these other peppers, I transplanted another pepper in this one. I don't know the variety, so we'll see if I get a harvest out of these. If we can find out the variety, but yeah, these are the pepperoni plants on these ones, and they're doing really well. I'm really happy about that, especially that one. But this one's doing a lot better than it was before. So yeah, keeping this watered for a month did wonders for this plant. So we'll see how well it does by the end of the season. Hopefully, I can harvest some seeds from these. We'll see. And yeah, let's check on the other raised beds that I built this year. Okay, so I wanted to mention something first. These three raised beds were the are the raised beds that I built this year, which is crazy to think about because when I came with those other three raised beds, I built them like a year after one of each other. So it took me a long time to build those, but it took me less than a year to build all three of these. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, I was gonna make a video over here of me planting more corn to see if I get a harvest before my first frost, but first they're not germinating, so I don't know if it was too late. Plus, even if they did germinate and did pretty good, it's way too late to grow corn because my last frost is around November, and or my first frost is around November, and this is probably when they'll produce corn. So I guess right now I just leave it as weeds, and I'll decide what I want to do with it next. I'll probably plant some brassicas in here, and we'll see. I forgot to mention my other trees, but I'll do that later. But yeah, anyway, I built this mini raised bed just so I could have some growth for the trellis when I want to grow a viney crop. And right now, I did plant three tomatoes over here, but only one survived. It was my tallest one, so hopefully we can get a harvest out of these. I doubt it though, but yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be fun to have a small raised bed and grow tall plants, especially vining crops. So we'll see on that. Um, I think uh, at first I was planting a cover crop in here just to see if I can make the soil better before next year, but I decided to try to grow tomatoes, but only one survived, so we'll see. You can see the different colors of the light green and the dark green. This was a lighter green before, but I think because it's outside in the sun, it's getting a lot better sunlight, so it's getting darker in green. This raised bed I built, well, my dad helped me build literally last week. By the way, all the raised beds over here, well, this one I built by myself, this one I built by myself, but over these two, or at least the first two, or this first one and the second one, my dad or my brother helped me. But either way, this raised bed is barely full. You can tell. Um, I was hoping to fill it more, but unfortunately, I am running out of topsoil because I liked using my native soil to fill it up. So I think in a different video, I'll come up with an idea on how I plan to fill this for a little bit at least, because I don't want it too full. Otherwise, I'm not getting enough growth between this bar and then on the ground. So yeah, I'll figure something out. But yeah, let's check on the citrus trees. Okay, so this is my bear's lime. I thought at first I was giving it too much water, but then I was digging it in the soil. I was probably giving it too little water. So when I have the sprinklers on, this the water will come over here and hit this tree. So we'll see if it does better before our frost hits. I don't know. I'm not sure. And then over here, I guess I should mention that I have zucchini growing. This is my biggest plant so far, so uh, that'd be cool for you to harvest before our frost again. Over here, I think this is the blood orange. So Hopefully, with me watering this more consistently, the branches will get stronger. It was going to produce fruit earlier in the season, but it didn't do too well. I guess because of me not watering too much, so I didn't get enough energy. Plus, these are in 5 gallon containers, so they don't have enough room to spread their roots. So I guess I can't be too upset with that. I might be moving next year. I say might because I said that last year and I didn't move at all. But yeah, we'll see if next year I move or not. If I do, if we get bigger land, I'll probably plant these all these citrus trees in the ground. But we'll see. Stick around. Subscribe if you want to see that in the future. But here's another zucchini that is doing okay. Oops, that's doing okay. It probably needs to get more water or something. I'm not sure. Here is the Myers lemon. This one um, is doing okay also in the container. I probably need to water it more also. We'll see. But yeah, these are the container grown citrus trees. It's the only ones I have in containers currently. Um, well, besides the one I took out of the ground and put in like a 3.5 gallon container. But either way, guys, that's basically the garden tour. And all right, guys, so that's basically the garden tour for this month at least. Even though it's the beginning of the month, it's not too much of a drastic change. I will be making videos on these 3 raised beds on how what I'm gonna do with them next. So subscribe if you want to see that. Other than that, I think that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I see you next video. Peace.